What You Missed When You Didn't Exist. I am Corbett, and I am 53.
And I'm Lucy, and I'm 23.
And we are here to talk about everything that happened between 1970 and 2000, or at least most of it, from my
some stuff
perspective.
in there.
This time we're going to talk about AI.
Hey, that didn't exist when you existed.
Or did it? In 1985, believe it or not, it was considered the first artificial intelligence spokesman, Max Headroom. Max Headroom was a TV show that was made in Britain in 1985. He was portrayed by a guy named Matt Frewer. You've probably seen him at some point. He plays a bunch of like part characters or bit characters in a lot of sci-fi stuff. I think one of the last things I saw him in was Eureka, the sort of scientific American secret town.
Oh,
He was the Australian
sure.
hunter. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, well,
I believe you.
he's a good actor. He's a good actor, and he's been in a lot of stuff, and he plays sort of unusual characters. And part of that was because of Max Headroom. Max Headroom was a British show. It was the original show was called Max Headroom 20 Minutes into the Future, because the show
Okay.
it became a television show, and it was always set 20 minutes in the future, because everybody always like, it's 100 years in the future, 400 years in the future. And it was like, it's 20 minutes in the future. It's just far enough that we're in this cybernetic, sort of semi-cybernetic world that had I think a cyberpunk feel. And Matt Frewer plays a reporter who finds out about this secret program, who he tries to run away with. I forget exactly how it happens, because I just remember he's flying out of the car or a motorcycle or something, and he sees a sign that says Max Headroom 7 feet for under a,
Okay.
like the maximum headroom space is 7 feet. Like when you go under a bridge, it'll say that. But he hits it, and Max Headroom is born. Basically, he takes that name, Max Headroom. And Matt Frewer keeps playing Edison Carter. It's the name of the character for the reporter. So you have Edison Carter, or Matt Frewer playing Edison Carter, the human, and Matt Frewer playing Max Headroom, this artificial spokesman. And he's only shown from like the shoulder up. He has this plasticky looking prosthetic hair. I think they did it with a vinyl suit, so it looks all shiny and weird. And he has sort of an angular look to his face, so he does look very generated. And they put up a blue screen behind him, so he had this 3D matrix thing kind of swirling around behind him. And he looks weird and unusual. And for the time, it was like, whoa, is he computer generated? I think he is. And people were kind of blown away with the concept, and that took off really, really quickly. They immediately had him start the Max Headroom video show, I believe, in England, which caught on in America really quickly. Which is funny because nobody in America had seen this sci-fi show where he made Max Headroom. But Max Headroom would pop in, say a bunch of funny things, and then announce the next video. And it was the era of the video, which we still got to talk about MTV, don't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he started off as essentially a video jockey. He would announce videos. He would do his funny, smart, pithy, snarky comments, and he jerks his head around a lot. There's clips, and he stutters and stammers, so he comes across very robotic. If you've ever watched it, you go, oh yeah, he does seem sort of like he's a generated character. Well, for 1985. And there were people who really believed he was computer generated. I was probably one of them, because I was in that 15, 16-year-old age where like, maybe it is. It's so cool though. He looks just like the guy. Not realizing special effects can do a lot. And it was a good statement that this is British special effects showing us how we could do better. Because of that, he becomes like a host, I think, on MTV. He does essentially take the Max Headroom video show and put it on MTV. He becomes super popular and becomes like the spokesman for Coke. And they use him to introduce New Coke, which we've mentioned before. I don't think
the bad Coke.
It was them trying to catch up with Pepsi. That's a whole nother show. But it was, catch the wave, Coke, and it was, Max Headroom was really big for about 3 to 4 years, I would say, from like 86 to 88, somewhere in there. When they did Back to the Future 2, he shows up. Well, not really him. It's a version of the same type of look, but it's Ronald Reagan, like taking orders and stuff. They go to the 80s cafe, because it's in the future. So from 2015. They walk past one with Ronald Reagan doing the same look, and then they have Michael Jackson take the order from Marty McFly, which is kind of funny.
Man, I don't remember Back to the Future at all.
Well, again, that's another show. No, but the thing was, Max Headroom was kind of a dynamic, totally fake character that everybody really bought into for a while. I think, if I remember right, there was a song they put out where he would just say quips in the background during a bunch of techno music. That was sort of popular for a very short time. Wasn't that big. And eventually the TV show, the movie that spawned it, came out in America, and everybody was like, well, that's weird. That's how he came about. So, fun, interesting thing on the side that you probably never knew about. I'm giving it a shot.
Yeah, definitely did not know about that. It's funny, I am looking at the wiki, because, what else do I do? But he has a birthday.
Does he?
His birthday was January 4th, 1958. That's his birthday.
You sure it's not Matt Frewer's birthday?
Nope, it says Max Headroom's.
1958.
Yeah. Because Matt Frewer was born... Oh, I guess they are using his birthday. I guess that makes sense. Sorry, didn't do my Google.
You thought
enough.
He was fake too. That's the real secret. Matt Frewer isn't a real person at all.
My gosh. But he was around. He stuck around until 2015. Which is crazy. That's wild.
I know there was talks about bringing him back to do a couple other things, and I don't think they ever did, because I don't remember anything that popped up because of it.
I would not bring him back. He looks cursed. Okay, for context, for people that have not had the chance to Google him yet, please Google him. But also recognize that this looks like if Ken from Barbie became a Bond villain or joined the mafia, or
I will say you're not wrong.
If he decided to become a hardened criminal. Like he just, no, he doesn't even look like a Max.
He doesn't look like a Max?
I don't know. I feel like I always imagine Max, like guy Maxes, as a bit softer of people. But maybe that's just the Maxes that I grew up with. I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to run into, some hardened criminal named Max.
Because Maxes are always really nice.
I feel like I normally meet nice Maxes. I've never met a bad Max.
Or a Mad Max, maybe?
Or a Mad Max. Have not met either of those.
We've got some stuff to talk about, for sure.
Maybe I'm just in a different world, Dad. Different generation.
That is kind of the point of the show, I think. No, it's okay. It's just one of those odd things that popped up, was very popular for a while. I wouldn't say he was like so popular. And I could probably even bring up like Spuds McKenzie and the Taco Bell dog, because those had popularity for a while, and they were just spokesmen for some ad campaign. And I will admit, for the longest time, I really thought that Max Headroom was made because of the Coke ad campaign. I didn't realize there's like, and he's got his own video show. I didn't realize the sequence of events that kind of brought him about.
Yeah. No, that's crazy that he had his own show.
Yeah, it was kind of a funny thing, just because he would have conversations with himself. Because he's the actor playing the reporter, and he's also the actor playing Max Headroom, and he would have to talk to himself to get information from the other side.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
But I would say you definitely want to see him, like, look up some videos and listen to the way he talks, the way he plays it, and you probably won't be quite as, well, no, you'll still be weirded out, but it's it's 20 minutes in the future. That's where we're at.
Wow, 20 minutes in the future. Terrifying.
Oh, goodness.
Why was it catch the wave? The Coke phrase. Like, why was it catch the wave?
It's the new wave.
New wave.
Pepsi was pushing out the next generation. We are the next generation. Coke was like, catch the new wave, new Coke.
Okay.
It was just the catchphrase, catch the wave. Because it was a surfing metaphor, obviously.
Well, I know, but how did that connect to Max Headroom?
That was the catchphrase they gave him to read. I'm pretty sure he didn't come up with it on his own. I'm sure Coke was like, we want somebody to say catch the wave.
Yeah.
The thing is, he would say it in a very impactful way. If you watch those commercials, you go, oh, okay, I see. Because he says it in a way, it's like, catch the wave, Coke! It's very much his own way of saying it.
Ooh. Jeez, terrifying. Why were people in your generation so scary? Why? You're like, check out this person. I'm like, ugh, scary.
I don't know. I thought he was funny.
I mean, I haven't watched the video yet, but I don't want to. It's gonna give me nightmares.
I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna
Just
have to.
weird.
I will say, if you watch the movie, you will probably be bored of it really quickly because it has nothing
There's
to
a
do.
movie?
Yeah, Max
Oh.
Headroom, 20 minutes into the future. That's the movie that started it. It was a TV movie made on BBC, Channel
Oh, I thought you were
4.
saying it was a TV show.
It became a TV show after that. Because they're like, hey, this is a show. We could do this as a weekly thing. I'm like, okay. And they were trying to really horn in on the Max Headroom popularity. That shows how popular he was. He had a TV show. Think about that.
I got you.
And he popped up in a ton of sci-fi and stuff because of that, because the Max Headroom show had a certain sci-fi element to it, because of this sort of AI person that existed. This is the part that's kind of neat to me, is he existed in the TV. There was no internet, so nobody could like explain like, oh, he lives in the internet. Like, not exactly. He lives in the TV. Like, what? He's got to be connected to the TV to get to the TV. So it doesn't make any sense, but you just go with the fact that, oh, he lives in the TV.
Yeah.
He had certain like hacking powers, but they were very vague and very confusing because nobody, if you watch any hacking type television shows or movies from that era, you will quickly realize like this is incredibly made up because there's no way somebody's hacking with this. Anyway, so there it is.
Yeah, we're in the future. My thoughts are ew and cursed.
We're 20 minutes in the future.
Yeah. Who wants to live 20 minutes in the future? Nothing exciting happens.
I don't know.
Maybe you have to go to the bathroom.
Well, here's a chance for our listeners to try it out. Mark the time right now, and in 20 minutes go, hey, the future's not so great 20 minutes later. You try it. If you don't like it, just go back.
Yep, sounds about right.
But this has been Max Headroom. Max Headroom retouching. Sorry you thought he was weird, but that's what you missed when you didn't exist. And
yeah, that's the show. Enjoy yourself. Go try living 20 minutes in the future. See how it goes.